it sounds like when you're looking at this, it's really a business strategy. Is there any concern or any experience in terms of consumer acceptance? Has it been transparent? Do the consumers care? Do they seek out the biofuel blends? What's that interaction with the consumer like?
Oh, I think, anybody who's pulled up to a dispenser recently and you look at this dispenser with all the labels on it and all the hoses and you want the consumer experience to be as simple as possible, and it's not simple anymore, just filling up your tank of gas or your diesel. So the messaging there, I think, is very important, because we're not getting more simple, we're getting more complicated, and so that's a hurdle, and that's an existing problem today. As far as the actual fuel quality and getting over-the-road truckers to use it, biodiesel we're talking about here, you want, I believe it's becoming more and more accepted. We got 5% in virtually every gallon out there in the country today, but we're pushing up to B20, and we're going to see that in 2020. So we got a lot of room to grow there. It's important for the retailer to know what they're selling and when they're selling it, especially with biodiesel. If you're getting into the colder months and you're in the northern part of the states, you probably want to dial that blend down, so that you don't have, the old school bus up in Minnesota filled with kids in the middle of January, stuck in the middle of nowhere because we fouled out the engine. Because we still talk about that. We still talk about that example. And that was probably 7 years ago, 8 years ago that happened. So
bad news never goes away.
No, it
Good
does
news
not.
quickly goes away, but bad news will stick, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is with that kind of example, Jeff, is, and John, you're right, those things always sit out there like an albatross, but there are ways to manage those things. You can offer these fuels and offer them year round, but you're right. You may need to dial down your blend rate a little bit in the colder months, and then you can bring it back up when it starts warming up. But there's strategies. There's always a way around these challenges. It's important to understand the risks and the challenges so you can develop a strategy to make sure that you're delivering a quality product to your customers that they can rely upon.